Subscribe my channel for physics, G and NEET.
Hello students, good morning all of you. Today in our class we have to explain JEE Main 2020, that is today's exam. The date was September 2nd, 2020, shift 1 for BE and BTech. BE and BTech. So you are very exciting to know how is the paper and how much tough it is. Okay, so now let us see how it will be. I'm saying very all the best for upcoming session students. You have to follow this and watch this and make sure subscribe and like, comment in the comment box. Okay, let us start today's paper, that is September 2nd, 2020, JEE Main shift 1. Okay, let us start. Here there was a question, that is, there are two magnets P and T. There are two magnets P and T. P is used as permanent magnet while T is used in transformers. So which type of magnets are used in the transformers? Knowing to us, that is very important. Then correct options are, so what are the correct options in these four? P has high retentivity and low coercivity. P has low retentivity and high coercivity. And T has low coercivity and low retentivity. T has high coercivity and low retentivity. So which is the correct option here? Let us see. So in transformers, mainly in transformers, the magnets which are used, that is soft magnets. Soft magnets are used in transformers. Soft magnets, that is silicon and ferrite. So these type of soft magnets are used in the transformers, which they can having low coercivity. For the soft, it is meaning low coercivity. So low coercivity and also the low retentivity. So these two properties are for the using of the transformers. Magnets which are used in the transformers has very soft magnets, that is like the silicon and the ferrite. They can having the properties, that is low coercivity and low retentivity, which is used to T has low, because of why T is used in the transformers. So that's why you have to choose the T. Just you have to put these two, right? So this is the option. You have to read the theory part in the magnetism, then you have to easily solve this. This is, of course, it is belongs to NEET question. So majorly these type of questions are asked in NEET. Okay, but this is very easiest question in this session, right? Here there was one more question. So in hypothetical spherical galaxy, the mass density is given by rho is equal k by r. If a planet is rotating at r0 distance from center of galaxy, find relation between time period and radius. Here time period it is capital T and radius it is equal to r0. Here there is a spherical galaxy. Let it be, this is the galaxy having the mass capital M and the radius of r0. There was a planet. In the distance of r0 there was a planet, the mass of small m. So this planet was rotating in this direction, in this way. Okay, so the radius will be same at all the points. Wherever the planet has been rotating, the radius, the distance between the planet and to the center of the galaxy is always same here. So we have to find the time period and the relation between time period and radius. So time period, it is equal, t is equal to pi by omega here. Omega, it is the angular velocity here. So whenever a planet is rotating with the basis of the fixed axis of the center of the galaxy, it will be rotates with the some angular velocity. So let us find the angular velocity value, and then you have to substitute here. We will get the relation between t and r naught. Okay, already they given to us rho, density of the mass, density of the rho is equal k by r. So density it is equal, rho is equal to mass by volume. So here which volume here? So mass, it is equal mass of the galaxy. It is capital M, mass of the galaxy, it is equal rho into just simply it is dV, because of we have to measure only at a particular case, that is the volume, total volume it is the V, and dV it is the at particular place the volume of the galaxy. Okay, so this is the spherical in nature, hence the volume of the sphere, it is nothing but 4 by 3 pi r cube. From this one we can write dV is equal to 4 by 3 pi into 3r square, where 3 cancelled out, dV is equal, you can write that 4 pi r square. So just simply you have to write here, so integral on both sides, then we can get the total mass of the galaxy. So integral of rho dV from 0 to how much distance it has? r naught, radius. Okay, so therefore you can substitute these values 0 to r naught, rho into rho nothing but k by r into dV is equal to 4 pi r square, and square and r will be cancelled out. Then we can write that m is equal to integral of 0 to r naught, it is, so here k into 4 pi k integral of 0 to r naught r dr. So r dr, it is equal x to the power n dx, it is 4 pi k into r square by 2, 0 to r naught. We have to apply the limits, upper limit minus lower limit, then we can get that is m is equal to 4 pi k r naught square by 2. So this 2 and 4 will be cancelled out 2 times. M, it is equal, what is that? 2 pi k r naught square. 2 pi k r naught square. So this is the mass of the galaxy. So whenever the mass of the galaxy, it is capital M, if the particle is moving with some distance between them, then these two particles are separated in some distance. By this we can write that the force acting between these two, it is G into M1 M2. So this is the gravitational force actually, M1 M2 by r square. R, it is nothing but r naught square. It is equal to the centripetal force acting between these two bodies, that is m omega naught square r naught. So this is the basic formula you have to find here. Right, by the using of this equation you can get the omega naught value, and then this can be substituted in here. We will get the relation between time period to the radius. Let us simplify here how we can solve this. Okay, let us write how we can solve this, where G, so this m and m should be cancelled out, where G m by r naught square is equal omega naught square r naught. Okay, so m is already we find that 2 pi k r naught square, G into 2 pi k r naught square by r naught square, it is equal omega naught square r naught. Just cancel out the r naught square, where omega naught square, it is equal G into K into G. I have to write that Kg. K into G into 2 pi by this R naught. Right? So this is the omega naught value, omega naught square. Omega naught is equal under root of Kg 2 pi by R naught. So this is the omega naught value. Just we have to substitute here. Let us see what will be happen. So is there any option or not? Let us see. Right. So the omega naught value should be substituted here. T is equal to 2 pi by under root of what is that here? Kg into 2 pi. Kg into 2 pi, where root R naught should be here, root R naught. Right. So root 2 pi should be written as root 2 pi into root 2 pi. So it is root 2 pi into root 2 pi into root R naught by root of Kg into root of 2 pi. So root 2 pi cancelled out. It should be written as under root of 2 pi, root will be root of 2 pi R naught by the remaining value, it is Kg under root. So this is the time period and this is the radius of the galaxy. Okay. So T is equal to under root of 2 pi R naught by Kg. T is equal to under root of 2 pi R naught by Kg. The third option is the right answer here. Okay. Is it clear? So in some cases they can be given to us. It is directly, it was not given, and directly they can ask us. It is T directly proportional root R naught, or T directly inversely proportional root R naught, or T is equal T proportional R naught square. Okay. So this type of mode we have to remember. T proportional R naught, T proportional under root of square root of R naught. That is the relation between the time period and to the radius, of the galaxy. Okay, clear? Right. Let us see next question. Here the other question. Question number 3. A block of mass 3mg. So here 3mg is suspending by meter scale rod, mass m. This is the meter scale rod having the mass m. So this is the meter scale rod having 100 centimeters, right? So the mass of the meter scale, it is m, as shown in the figure. If the tension in the string A is equal to kmg, in equilibrium, then value of k will be, what is the value of k will be? You have to find that. So here we need to find here. So this is the string A and string B. Okay. So here 3mg will be suspending the weight of the meter square. So it is the distance, how long distance it has been acting here. This is the, where it is 75 centimeter, it has moves 25 centimeter. And whenever the A should be acting, here the tension should be acting in upward direction, that is TA. Here the tension should be acting in the string, that is TB. So these two are acting in upward direction. So by the TA it was equilibrium. Equilibrium means, so this is the equilibrium position. The mass of the scale should be acting in downwards, that is mg. And how much distance is here? 50 centimeter. So from this there is 50 cm. Right? There is 50 cm. So the 3mg should be acting at this 25 cm. From this 100 to 75 means how much difference it is? 25. 100 to 50 is how much difference it is? 50. So let us write the total tension force acting. The total tension force, it is upward forces are positive, downward forces are negative. So this is the downward force. This is the downward force, downward tension forces, right? Therefore, so how much it will be equilibrium here? 100. It will be 100 centimeter. Therefore, 100 into TA, 100 into TA. It is equal, how we can write that? The total forces should be are in equilibrium. Equilibrium means the total forces should be equal to 0. Therefore, 100 TA, if this is the upward, we have to take a positive. And which is downwards? It is, how much it is? 50 into mg. 50 into mg. And another tension is there, 3 mg into 25. 3 mg into 25 here. Total it is equal to 0. Because of this can be equilibrium. So let us solve here. 100 into TA, it is equal 50 mg. We can write here minus 50 mg minus 75 mg. 3 25s are 75 into mg is equal to 0. 100 TA is equal, how much it is? 125 mg. Minus 125, it is equal plus 125 mg. So let us write here 20 and it is 25 5s are. TA is equal 25 by 20 into mg here. Okay? 25 by 20 into mg. Actually, TA is already given to us. The tension in the string A is given equal to K into mg. So what is the K value? How much value as here? We have to find. So here we need to find 5 5s are 4 5s are. Okay? It is 5 by 4 into mg. 5 by 4 into mg. This is the TA. But actually TA it is equal K into mg. So here K into mg is equal 5 by 4 into mg, where mg cancelled out. K is equal 5 by 4. K is equal 5 by 4, where the option it is option 1 is the right answer. K is equal 5 by 4. Okay, simple. So equilibrium means all the tension forces are equal to 0. Upward forces, tension force is positive, downward tension forces is negative. So simply you have to calculate here. Understood? Right, let us see one more question. Let us see one more question, that is question number 4. A coil of radius r rotating about diameter axis with the angular velocity omega in a uniform magnetic field. Find the value of maximum voltage developed, where r it is equal, radius it is equal 10 centimeter, magnetic field it is equal 5 into 10 power minus 5 Tesla. Okay, this is the MKS unit and this is the CGS. For half rotation, it takes a time of 0.2 second. 0.2 second. Okay, now we have to find the maximum voltage developed. So maximum voltage developed, it is means we have to find the induced EMF in this coil. So here a coil of radius r. So here there is a coil of radius which is r. Okay. So rotating about a axis of a diameter axis. So here this is an axis which it is rotates. So this is the rotation with angular velocity omega. So whereas the EMF it is, so here the flux produced in this it is equal flux produced phi it is equal B dot A. It is equal d phi it is equal d B dot A, phi it is equal BA cos theta. BA cos theta. Where theta is equal omega t. BA cos omega t. Since theta is equal to omega t. Okay, so this is the phi here, where the d pi by dt is equal to d pi by dt is equal induced EMF. This can be said to be induced EMF is equal to minus d pi by dt, whatever it is, BA cos omega t, d by dt of BA cos omega t. Let us write BA d by dt of cos omega t, where cos omega t is equal to BA sin omega t into omega, sin omega t into omega. Okay, here where we can write that it is the d pi by dt, whereas the maximum voltage, the maximum induced EMF, it is equal, here you can write maximum EMF, that is the voltage, nothing but here it is BA omega. Actually you have to write that it is d pi is equal to d pi by dt, it is equal BA omega sin omega, sin omega, sin omega t, sin omega t, where the maximum EMF it is equal, whereas BA omega, since sin omega t is equal, sin omega t is equal to 1, where sin omega t is equal to 1, it will be maximum EMF will be produced. So this is the maximum EMF produced. You have to substitute all those values. A, it is the area of the coil, and B is the magnetic field which they are given to us. Omega, it is the angular velocity. So from T is equal to 2 pi by omega. Okay. So here one more you have to remember, it is half rotation. So this is the fully rotation. Half rotation means by 2. So then you have to write how much? It is omega, it is equal just 5 by t only. So omega, it is equal 5 by t. And B is equal to, already you know that, 5 into 10 to the power 5. And A, it is equal area, length into breadth. So then, so this centimeter should be converted into meters. It will be R, it is equal 10 by 100 is equal 0.1 meter. Okay, so let us write, substitute all those values in this equation, we can get the answer here. Okay, right, let us see. Therefore the maximum induced EMF, the maximum induced EMF, it is equal, maximum EMF is equal to BA omega. So A, it is the area, it is nothing but pi r square into B into omega, it is equal to 5 by t. Omega is equal to 5 by t. So let us substitute all those values in this equation. We will get that is 5 by 2 is equal 3.14 here, r square is equal 0.1 into 0.1 here r square, right, into what is that, 5 into 10 to the power minus 5, okay, into what is that, 5 by t, 5 by t, t is nothing but how much time it is, 0.2 second, 0.2 second, okay. So by the multiplication of all those you can get that 2.46 into 10 to the power minus 5 volts, because of this is the induced EMF. So this can be 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 5 volts. Okay. So the maximum EMF produced in this coil, that is 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 5 volts. Okay. Let us see next question. Here let us see one more question. A cylindrical container rotates with the constant angular speed omega. So this is the cylindrical container which can having the constant speed here. So this is the cylindrical container which can having the constant speed. Radius of cylinder is r. The radius of the cylinder it is r here. So here the radius of the cylinder is r, and height h as shown in at container, which water is in equilibrium with respect to the container. Which water is the equilibrium with respect to the container. Okay. So let us the displacement here with the radius we have to taking with the smallest particle having the radius of dr and height of dh. Okay, with the container. So this is the dr of the place you have to select, and the dh of the height will be selected here. So let us write here, where you can write what is that here, the density into height of the density into height and density of the radius. So then rho omega square r with the respect to the r dr, it is equal rho g h. H means dh. Because of we have to select dr, we have to select dh. So then we have to integrate on both sides, then we can get the h, total height of the container or cylindrical container, or total radius of the cylindrical container. So let us rho cancel out. Okay, omega square r dr is equal to g dh, integral of omega square r dr, where 0 to r, integration between 0 to r, because of the radius it is capital R, it is equal integral of dh, here 0 to h here. Okay, so let us write omega square into, it is equal to r square by 2, r square by 2 here, capital R 0, it is equal g into h is equal 0 to h. Of course it is limits will be applying, h minus 0, it is equal to h. Okay, or similarly have to write 0 to h. Let us write omega square into r square by omega square into r square by 2. Okay, minus, of course it is 0, it is equal g into h. Let us find, we have to know the value of the height h here. What is the value of height h? Let us substitute here the subject of the height, it is equal, you can write that omega square r square by, what is that, 2 into g. So this is the height of the water is in the equilibrium with respect to the container. Equilibrium with respect to the container, where the option should be here, it is the second one, it is the option which we are selected. Okay, let us see here the question, which was question number 6. It is very easiest question which was asking commonly in JEE and NEET. Okay, so equation of homogeneity from the units and measurements. Already we made this video in our channel. I have to provide in our iCards. Let us see. And here a force, velocity and area. Force, velocity and area is considered as fundamental physical quantities. Then find the dimensional formula of Young's modulus of elasticity. Young's modulus of elasticity. Right. So we have to calculate Young's modulus of elasticity. Y, it is equal, what is that? F by A, force by area. So this Young's modulus of elasticity is directly proportional to the, what is that, force, and directly proportional to the velocity, and directly proportional to the area. It is force power area, A and B and C. Okay, so Y, it is nothing but F by A here, it is equal F by F to the power A, V to the power B, C to the power, A to the power C here. So here you have to write the dimensional formula. Force, it is equal M L T minus 2, and area, it is equal length into breadth, it is L square, it is L minus 2, when we have to write in upwards. And here force it is equal to mlt minus 2 power a, and velocity here L t minus 1 power b, and area here L2 power c. Let us calculate here. It is m L minus 1 t minus 2, it is equal m power a and L power a, and here L power plus b and plus 2c. Here a and plus b and plus 2c. Here t power minus 2a minus b. It's it. So from comparing on both sides, you have to write that m power a it is equal. So here m power a it is equal m power 1. A is equal to 1 here. So we can get the value of a is equal to 1. So a means f to the power 1. Here f to the power 1, f to the power 1, f to the power 1. So we should not guess the answer. Right. Let us find another numerical, that is b. Let us simplify from this t power minus 2a minus b is equal to t power, how much it is? Minus 2. Minus t power minus 2 here. There is minus 2a minus b is equal to minus 2. Okay. Is there any? Right. Let it be equation number 1. From this one, L power, how much it is? A plus, here we can write from the L, a plus, what is that? B plus 2c is equal to how much? Minus 1. This is equation 2. Got it? From these two we can cancel out plus and minus. Okay? Therefore we have to write minus a, okay, plus 2c is equal to minus 3. Okay, 2c is equal to minus 3 plus a. Okay, and 2c is equal to minus 3 plus a is equal to, already you got it, 1. 2c is equal to minus 2. C is equal to minus 1. C value where it is? Minus 1 here. So C means a power c, a power minus 1. So here a power minus 1, a power minus 1. We can't guess the answer here also. Right, let it be. Let find b value, remaining b value. So from where we have to, easy to find that. So from this one we have to find b value. Here there is a b, or from this one, whatever it is. From equation 2 we can write that a plus b plus 2c is equal to minus 1. Here b is equal to minus 1 minus a minus 2c. Okay, it is minus 1 minus a means 1, minus 2c means plus 2, minus 2 into minus 1 plus 2. It is minus 2 minus 2 minus 2 plus 2, it is equal to 0. B is equal, here b is equal to 0. So then a power a is equal to 1, b is equal to 0, c is equal to minus 1. So let me write that. It is, how we can write that? Y is equal to f to the power a, f to the power a is equal to 1, and b to the power b, b means it is equal to 0, and a to the power c, c means minus 1. So so the option 1 is the right answer here. Okay, clear? So this type of models are very important and very easy also for both JEE and NEET. Let us see one more question. Here there was a question, the correct order of resistivity will be for aluminum, copper, mercury and copper and so on. Here where it is, the resistivity values we have to find that in order, we have to where which order is correct. Let us see. So the resistivity of the copper, it is equal Here it is 1.78 into 10 to the power minus 8, and the resistivity of the aluminum, it is equal to 2.65 into 10 to the power minus 8, and the resistivity of the, it is equal 5.65 into 10 to the power minus 8, and the resistivity of the mercury, it is equal 98 into 10 to the power minus 8. So from these values we are arranging which order is suitable here. You have to see this is more than to the, so here rho Hg is greater than rho W is greater than rho Al is greater than rho copper. Okay, so this is the more than, so in other words you have to write reverse. So this may be written as this one. Okay, so the option 1 is the right answer, which the correct order it is option 1, rho copper less than aluminum, and finally mercury. Mercury is the more resistivity value here. Okay. Here the next question it is from the kinematics, motion in a straight line. So two trains A and B moving with the speed 36 kmph and 72 kmph, 36 and 72 respectively in opposite direction. So here there is a train which is moving in with the speed of 36 kmph. Okay, and a man moving in a train A man means one person is moving in a train A. So here there is a man, this is the train A. A man is moving in a train A with the speed of 1.8 kmph in opposite direction of the train. The train is moving in this direction, he is moving in this direction. So in this opposite direction it means minus 1.8 how much kmph. Okay, right. Of train, find the velocity of the man as c from the train B. So here there is a train B, which is moving with the 72 kmph. They are opposite direction. Here 72 kmph. Okay, right, this is the train B. So here train A and B are moving in opposite direction with different speeds. In train A person is moving in opposite direction of the train with 1.8 km per hour. If there is a man in the train B, what is the speed of the man as per the train B from the train B? Okay, let us define that. So here let us write that the velocity of a train, velocity of train A, that is equal to VA is equal to how much it is, 36 kmph. It can be written as, so the answer it is in meter per second. Let it be convert meter per second. 36 into 5 by 18. It is equal 2 times. It is 10 meter per second. So VA is equal to 10 meter per second. Let us find velocity of train B, that is VB is equal minus 72 kmph. How we can take in as minus 72? This is opposite direction to the train 2. So this is equal minus 72 into 5 by 18. So here 18 4s are 72. 4 into 5 minus 20 meter per second here. This is the VB. So VA and VB are well known to us. Let us find a man moving in the train A with the speed of 1 kmph. Velocity of man in train A. How much velocity it is? V of man in A. Train A, it is equal to minus 1.8 kmph. It is into 5 by 18. Okay, So this can be 18 by 10, 18 cancel, 5 by 10, 5 by 10 is equal to 1 by 2, it is equal minus 1.5 meter per second. 1 by 2 is equal to minus 0.5 meter per second. What is that here? Velocity of a man in train A. Now we have to find the velocity of a man as C from the train B. Okay, how we can find that? Velocity of the man. So let us write. Velocity of the man. Velocity of the man in train B. That is V man in B. It is equal velocity of a man. So this is moving and this is also moving. Both are in moving because of these are in. Of course, it can said to be relative motion from A to B. So therefore, velocity of man A and to the minus of VAB. So here velocity of man A, it is equal to, already you know that velocity of man A, it is equal, how much it is equal? Minus, it is 0.5 minus VAB, it is equal to VA minus VB. It is VA plus VB. Okay, let us write here minus 0.5 minus VA, it is nothing but, what is VA here? VA, it is equal to 10 and plus VB, it is equal to, what is VB here? It is minus VA minus VB. Sorry, here it is plus. Here it is equal to VA minus VB. Where minus VB it is equal to minus VB, it is equal to minus 20. VB is equal to minus 20. Minus into minus plus, it is 20. So let us find that it is equal to minus 0.5 plus 30. It is equal to minus 29.5 meter per second. In which direction? This direction. That's why you have to need to. So this is the velocity of man from the train B. Observes from the train B. So this is the 29.5 where it is. Option B is the right answer. Okay. One more question, that is, discuss the property of image formed by shown mirror of real object placed beyond the center of curvature. So placed beyond the center of curvature. So this is the mirror, right, and this is the center of the curvature here, where beyond the center of curvature and a real image, real object. So this is the real object which is beyond the center of curvature. This is the C, where this is principal focus and this is the principal axis. Okay, and we have to find that where the image was formed. Okay, the property of image formed in this case. So whether it is real magnified or inverted, and real inverted and diminished, what is. So here there is a hint you have to beyond the center. So then when this, so this is the image, the line which is passing through the principal focus. Okay, and the image should be formed here at this coincidence point here. So this is the image. So this is the image here. So this is the object, real object, and the image will be formed here. This image is real image. This image is real image and the diminished image. So this is the magnified and here this is the diminished. And also real image and diminished, it is also, what is that? Inverted image of the real object. So this is in this direction and this is in this direction. So these three are our answer here. What is that? Real image, diminished, inverted. Real, inverted and diminished. Okay, so this is the where you have to remember, whenever you have to put a real object beyond the center of curvature, then the image will be formed as in this case. Okay, so this is the option here. So let us see one more question. Here there was one more question, which is 3 moles of oxygen mixed with 5 moles of argon at the temperature T. Find total internal energy of the system. So this is the oxygen O2 and here this is the argon AR. Right? So here 3 moles of oxygen, number of moles of oxygen N1, let it be, it is the, how many moles are there? 3 moles of oxygen. And N2, so this is O2 and this is argon. And here number of moles T2, N2 is equal, how many? It is 5 moles. The internal energy U, it is equal F by 2 nRT. So the total internal energy here, total internal energy U is equal to U1 plus U2 here. Therefore U, it is equal, U1 means F1 by 2 N1 RT for the oxygen, F2 by 2 N2 RT for the argon. F1, it is equal degree of freedom for the oxygen, degree of freedom of DOF of degree of freedom of O2 is equal to 5. Degree of freedom of argon is 3, right? So argon, it is F2, O2 is F1. Here you can write 5 by 2 N1. How many moles of oxygen? It is 3 into RT and plus F2, degree of freedom of the argon, it is 3 by 2. How many moles of argon? It is 5 number of moles into RT. Okay, let it be 5 3s are 15 RT by 2 plus 15, 3 into 5, 15 RT by 2. 2 is the LCM here. 2 is the LCM. It is 15 RT plus 15 RT plus 15 RT is equal 30 RT by 2. It is equal 15 RT. 15 RT. This is the total internal energy. So there is 15 RT is the total internal energy. Very simple. So this is the internal energy of the formula of internal energy of a system. So we have to find the degree of freedom of the oxygen diatomic and it is the monoatomic argon. We have to find that 15 RT. This is from the photoelectric effect, which is we are expecting very easily. So that is stopping potential of emitted photoelectrons is V when monochromatic light of wavelength lambda. So here stopping potential is V and the wavelength it is lambda. Incident on a metal surface. Okay. If wavelength of incident becomes 3 lambda, the stopping potential of electrons becomes V by 4. Where the stopping photoelectrons is, that is the stopping potential V, the wavelength it is lambda. If the wavelength it is 3 lambda, the stopping potential is V by 4. So then the threshold wavelength of metal is K lambda, then find the K value. Okay. So from the photoelectric effect we have to write that where E is equal 5 plus EV and E is equal Hc by lambda, it is 5 plus EV. So whereas lambda wavelength, the stopping potential it is EV. If there is 3 lambda, then the stopping potential 5 plus EV by 4. It is V, it is equal V by 4 here. Okay, from these two we have to solve here. whereas minus, minus and minus. These two will be cancelled out here. And here hc by lambda minus hc by 3 lambda, it is equal EV minus EV by 4 here. Okay. Let us write hc by lambda is common, and we have to write 1 by 1 by 3. 1 by 1 by 3, it is equal 4 EV minus EV, it is 3 EV by 4. Let us write hc by lambda, it is equal hc by lambda into how much? 3 minus 1, 2 by 3. It is equal 2 by 3 is equal to 3 EV by 4. 3 by 4 of EV. Okay. Let us find the value of EV, whereas EV it is equal. So we can write that 2 4s are 8, 3 3s are 9. So 8 hc by 9 lambda is equal to EV. So this EV value should be substituted in this equation. This is equation 1 and this is equation 2. 2 in equation 1. Okay. So it is equal to 2 means it is hc by lambda. Equation 1 is equal to hc by lambda is equal to 5 plus EV. EV means 8 hc by 9 lambda. Right? So 5 it is equal hc by lambda minus 8 hc by lambda, 9 lambda. Let us simplify here. 9 lambda is the LCM. Here we have to write 9 hc minus 8 hc by 9 lambda. It is equal hc by 9 lambda. hc by 9 lambda. What is here hc by 9 lambda? That is the phi value. But here he says that the threshold wavelength of the metal is k lambda, then k will be. So here this will be equal to k lambda. So therefore, according to data, phi it is equal hc by k lambda. It means hc by k lambda. Okay. K into lambda. But here there is how much it is hc by 9 lambda. So to comparing these two, k will be how much here? 9. K is 9 here. So is there any answer here? That is the answer. Option 3 is the right answer. Okay. So this is the equation of photoelectric effect, and E is equal to hc by lambda, nu is equal to c by lambda, where lambda wavelength, the stopping potential is EV, where 3 lambda, if it is the 3 lambda of wavelength 3 lambda, then the stopping potential is V by 4, V replacing by V by 4, lambda replacing by 3 lambda. From these two simplification, we have to get that this one, and we will get the EV value. So this EV will be substituted in this here. Already he gave that the threshold wavelength, it is the k lambda. Threshold wavelength, it is nothing but phi, it is hc by lambda, h nu actually, and nu is equal to c by lambda, that is k lambda is equal to the threshold wavelength. Okay. So the answer, it is the k value, it is 9 here. The waves chapter. So there is the fundamental frequency of two identical strings x and y are the 450 Hz and 300 Hz respectively. Then find the ratio of tension in string x and y will be. So the ratio of tension in the strings. So here the fundamental frequency of the stretched string, fundamental frequency of a string f is equal 1 by 2L under root of T by mu. Okay, T by mu. So here there are two strings are there, two identical strings. There are equal f of strings, that is x and y. So here the fundamental frequency of x, it is equal to 1 by 2L under root of tension in x by mu, and fundamental frequency of the string y, it is equal 1 by 2L under root of Ty by mu. So we have to find the ratio of tension in the strings. It is root Tx by Ty. We have to find that from these two equations. We can write that. So Fx by Fy. We have to ratio here Fx by Fy, it is equal 1 by 2L, 1 by 2L should be cancelled out, mu can be cancelled out. Here there is remaining root Tx by root Ty, whereas here they can be given to us the frequency of 300, frequency of 450 and what is that? 450 and 300 hertz. So it is equal 450 of x frequency and it is for 300 of frequency. It is equal to Tx by Ty. Right. So this can be 9 5s are 6 5s are 9 by 6. It is equal to under root of Tx by Ty. So we have to squaring on both sides. It is equal to 81 by 36. Here it is equal to Tx by Ty. So this is the ratio of Tx and Ty. T means tension in a string of x. Ty means tension in a string of y. So this may be cancelled out by the, what is that? 9 9s are 4 9s are. It is equal, so we have to write Tx by Ty is equal to 9 by 4 here. 9 by 4 is the ratio of tension in a string x and tension in a string y. So this is 9 by 4 is the right answer here. Okay. Communication systems which you are expecting every year. So that is amplitude of carriage wave and the message wave are 5 unit and 3 unit respectively. Then ratio of maximum and minimum amplitudes of the modulated wave it is. So here there is direct formula. It is amplitude of the message wave. It is equal how much here? 3 units. Right. Amplitude of the carriage wave it is equal how much here? 5 units. Right. Now we have to find the ratio of amplitude of maximum and minimum amplitudes. A maximum by A minimum. It is equal AM plus AC, amplitude of message wave plus amplitude of carriage wave by amplitude of message wave minus amplitude of carriage wave. So we have to substitute the values here. 5 plus 3 by 5 minus 3 here. It is 8 by, what is that? 2 here. 8 by 2 it is equal 4. The ratio of maximum amplitude and to the minimum amplitude of the modulated wave it is the 4. So this is very simple. So actually in every year there are theory question will be asking from this chapter, but here the simple formula it is amplitude of the maximum and minimum amplitudes of the modulated wave. Okay, 4 will be the answer. Here this is the last question from the capacitance chapter. It is the capacitance, electric charges and fields, and also capacitance. So a capacitor of capacity 5 microfarad is uncharged up to 220 volts and is disconnected from the battery, now charged 5 microfarad. Capacitance is connected by another uncharged capacitor of 2.5 microfarad. Okay, there is two capacitors are there. There is two capacitors are there. So that is C1 it is equal to 5 microfarad and C2 it is equal to 2.5 microfarad. Okay, both are in same quantity. There is no change, need to change. And also we have to write that what is that, and the potential volt it is V1 it is equal to 220 volts at first, and second one V2 it is equal, whereas uncharged capacitor it is nothing but voltage, it is equal 0 volts. Okay, so now we have to find that heat loss in the process. in the process. So heat loss delta H it is equal, you can write that U1 minus U2 here. So generally the energy stored in a capacitor U it is equal to 1 by 2 CV square here. Here we have to write that 1 by 2 into C1 C2 by C1 plus C2 into V1 minus V2 square. This is the formula you have to measure here. Where it is the C1 is 5 microfarad, C2 it is 2 microfarad, and C1 plus C2. So just simply you have to write where delta H it is equal 1 by 2 into C1 C2, 5 into C2 2.5 by 5 plus 2.5, 5 plus 2.5 into what is that V1. V1 how much dear? 220 minus 0 whole square. 220 minus 0 whole square. Okay. Simply here there is microfarads here. 5 microfarad, 2.5 microfarad. So let us write here. It is 5 into 2.5. 5 into 2.5 by 2 5s are 10. 10 plus 2 into 2.5. 5. 15. Here 15 into 220 whole square. 220 whole square into microfarad will be converted into farads. It is 10 power minus 6 here. Okay. 220 square into the microfarad should be converted into farads. That is the 10 power minus 6. Here we need to multiply here where it is 5 into 3 times of. So here we write that delta H it is equal 2.5 by 30. It means 3. 3 into 220 square. It is 22 into 22 into 10 into 10, 100. Okay. Into 10 power minus 6. Let 25 by 30. 25 by 30 into 22 into 22 into 10 power minus 4. 10 power minus 4 here. 10 square it is 10 power minus 4. Where 25 by 30 it is equal 5 by 6. 5 5s are 6 5s are. So here 6 table it is 11. Okay. So here you can write that 5 by 3 times. 3 2s are 11 2s are. 5 by 3 into we can write that. So let us write here from where we have to write, that is it is equal delta H is equal to 5 by 3 into 11 into 22 into 10 to the power minus 4. So let it be. So 5 5s are, it is 5 into 11, 55 into 22 by 3 into 10 power minus 4. Is there any answer here? 55 into 22. It is the, so approximately it is the 1220 of 0, and then mean it is equal where 100 by 3 of. So this is the answer we have. Option 4 is the right answer. It will be, it is 1210 by 3 into 10 power minus 3 of the heat loss. It is the in joules. So this is the answer here. Okay. So dear students, this is the solving of the question paper. I will be explaining with the detailed explanation will be after coming of the perfect question paper. This is only the basis of the memory based question. If they can be released computer based question paper, we can do very well. So let practice this for the upcoming sessions. All the very best. If you like this video, please share to your friends and comment in the comment section. Thank you, one and all.